Hello. I'm tired already. We gotta put these paper towels in the gargoyle's mouth. Mom, we're filming.
I was reading.
Yeah, you can't be reading these comments because we're filming.
Oh,
you can't be reading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't be doing that.
We have to just
because
she'll read them. Will you read them and tell me?
You know, you have to be free to entertain. You got to be.
Okay, here we go.
A cool dude in a loose mood.
Oh, okay.
Come on. What's in your cup? The best part of waking up.
Peppermint tea.
And do you feel like you're not keeping up with the mood of the show by wanting to be relaxed instead of hyped?
No. I don't.
Are you going to drink?
Oh, okay.
I feel like something was on my mouth.
I love peppermint tea. It calms you down.
Michael said, a cup of coffee isn't just a cup of coffee. It's a drink or two. My coffee isn't that hot anymore. But that's okay. You know what? The skeleton over here broke his hip. His screw is loose. Did you see somebody send us a pair of sunglasses? Thank you, Scott. Sarah says you need a cup warmer. Would you like to discuss the cup mug warmer lore?
Yeah, but
discuss it.
Is it in LA?
I don't know where it is.
I'm sure I have it. I did never use it.
What happened? Let's say.
For Christmas one year, she got me a mug warmer.
Was it Christmas or was it a birthday? Or
no, it was Christmas.
Do you remember specifically what that was?
I think so. And then she was a younger person. I don't know. The mug warmer was only not very much money. What, $10 maybe or something like that. She bought the policy. So that something happened.
So if something happened to it, you could take it back, get it fixed.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm literally puking.
But the thing...
Then you never used it.
But you know what?
I'm talking about the policy.
I'll tell you about the policy.
I'll tell you
about a policy.
Girl.
We're supposed to be doing a podcast about paranormal.
No, this is funny.
Yeah.
I want to fall into the podcast because I'm very tired.
Okay,
I was up all night.
So anyway, I bought one of those vacuum cleaners that just vacuum up like dust, and I bought the policy.
What do you mean vacuum up only dust?
Well, it's not like a big vacuum cleaner. It's like a small vacuum.
Are those called dust busters?
I don't know what it was called. I got it at Walmart. I buy all this stuff at Walmart. This was years ago.
But no hate. No hate.
I love Walmart.
We're open to sponsorships.
No, I love Walmart. I buy so much stuff at Walmart.
I gotta get some more coffee.
I can get it delivered in no time. But anyway, so I bought this like vacuum cleaner, and I got the policy. All right, well, the vacuum cleaner quit working like after 2 times or something like that. There was like nothing in this what's it called? Like a filter. There was nothing in the filter or anything like that. So I go to Walmart to exchange it or exchange it for the next one.
I don't get the story so far.
You don't?
Nothing was. I can't see you.
You don't get the. Well, it wasn't working.
So it wasn't working.
So I take it back to Walmart.
You couldn't get any dust in.
Nothing. How do you know? It was not picking up anything.
But if it was just for dust,
it was anything off the floor. So I take it back to Walmart.
Let's count down from 5.
You do. You count down from the 5. You be quiet. I'm telling the story.
5.
Oh my gosh.
Just do it once. Let's center.
No.
5. 5.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and so anyway, I take it back to Walmart. I'm standing in this big line. People are taking stuff back. I get up there and I told the guy I want to take this back. I got the policy, and
And that's why I wanted to get the policy
No.
on the mug warmer, because I remembered this, but then I didn't think I remembered the full story.
I don't think you remembered the full story and then the guy said, I want to get either one exactly like it or maybe get the one next up. And he goes, well, did you clean the filter out like that?
Why? Like after you used it or before you used it?
I don't even know. Probably was after I used it. So
why would you have to clean the filter out?
I don't know. The guy was just a nut. So I take the filter out and I go, look, there's nothing in this filter. And I went like this.
You're saying that?
Yeah, I did. I just went, and he goes, ma'am, you're breaking the law. You blew that dust in my face.
But I go, for legal purposes, you did not intentionally mean to blow that in his face.
No, I didn't. I just was showing that there was no dust in it. And I just went.
But there was dust in it.
There wasn't any dust in it.
Then why did he say the dust went into his face after you blew?
Oh my gosh. If there was dust, it was like dust you couldn't see.
I remember seeing it.
Oh,
I remember.
You don't.
And there was a crowd all around.
No,
and
and now it would have
you would have went viral on TikTok.
Yeah, it would have been viral. But anyway,
Michael said, "Get it, Mama."
So I just went, I'm out of here.
Leah
just
said,
forget it.
"This story is chaotic." Jackie said, "Invisible dust."
Yeah, like invisible.
No, I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Oh, bullshit.
You cussed.
Oh, are we not supposed to?
No, it's fine.
You did not see that.
Cheers. I did. I remember, and he was shook. And now this is his favorite podcast.
Oh well, and I didn't get to return it and get a new one or nothing.
People are like, yes, Mama Cat.
Exactly. No, the story. I'm not telling that story.
What?
About the computers.
Why not? This is a paranormal podcast. I told my mom before I came on this, I was like, you need to talk more because I'm very tired. So now she's taking it to the extreme.
No.
But I want you to talk.
No, I don't want to.
Talk.
I'm about ready to have some kind of I'm so hot, it's not even funny. It's so hot. Why is it so hot in here?
HOTTOGO. Say it.
HOTTOGO.
You
I don't know the rest of it.
can take me.
Hot to go. Where's the spirits? Hello?
Yeah. Oh, these are... If it's hot, does it mean it's like demons?
No, it means that the
cold,
spirits aren't here. Where they're like, I thought you were going live at 9. Looks to me like 10.
We need to... Maybe we could just do this with a bucket of ice on our feet.
No.
Bring in the bucket! Are you gonna puke?
No.
Are we kind of puking tonight? This is like our 4th episode, so shit's getting real now.
Yeah.
This is where we're like... We're having to take naps before the show. Like, we're fucking working so fucking hard.
Did we take a nap last week? I think we did.
Yeah, we're taking naps. We're acting like this is fucking strenuous labor. We're fucking talking. I'm guzzling coffee like I'm fucking going to sleep. That's a problem. We're like, we're gonna go on tour. We're like... Hey man,
It's the chair tour.
It's the chair tour. The only thing I have time to do is sit in my house and watch the internet blow up about new beefs I have with various celebrities.
Yeah.
How fucking crazy is that?
That's crazy. It's been a crazy week.
It's been a crazy week. And it's gonna get crazier.
Oh, no, I'll tell you the crazy week.
Someone just joined that's called the sober one.
Oh, well,
What's that
okay.
like?
No.
I'm kidding. I'm
No.
straight edge.
That's good because I quit
Is that what that's
drinking.
called?
I quit drinking when she was 11 years old. So, and out in Hollywood, there was a whole bunch of us called the Drunk Stage Moms.
That could have been a reality show.
Yeah, and then I quit drinking. They still let me be in the club,
But it wasn't the same.
no, it wasn't the same because I wasn't
this water
drinking
out of
anymore.
here.
But
So did you feel like you were being bullied because you didn't drink anymore?
no, nobody was bullying me.
Well, did it feel weird?
I don't remember. I just know that I quit drinking. But no, I'll tell you something crazy that happened. Well, we had all that stuff going on this week, but
What was going on this
person
week?
came over.
What?
And they buy
Here?
all this, came over here. They get all this stuff off of, what is that called on?
Marketplace.
Marketplace. Okay. So they bring me this la-di-da toilet over here. I'm like, okay, great. I guess we
that they
need
got for free from Marketplace.
Yeah, it was like one of these fancy houses.
I'm like, I hope you make it back.
I don't know.
Because who's giving away a free toilet on Marketplace?
Yeah, no, it was a free toilet. Listen, I'd never heard of a toilet like this. It has 2 buttons on the top. One is for pee and one is for poop. I go, well, thanks. Just put it in the garage. I guess that's what I've always needed. It's a toilet has anybody ever heard of that? What are they saying?
Nothing. Michael said, after you open up for me, you will go right to sleep. Ha ha. That sounds really fucked up, but he means open up for his tour. Jackie said, did you get the policy on the toilet?
I don't think there was a policy for Marketplace. Do you guys have Marketplace that's on Facebook? There's a thing called...
Leah said, we are speechless.
You are. I was like, what?
Can you see these comments now?
I
we are
can't.
speechless. What's Marketplace? Michael said, what's Marketplace?
Yeah, it's this thing on Facebook that people put things for sale.
And that leads us to our sponsor, Marketplace. No, I'm just joking.
They put things for sale or they give things away
Fake
or,
news.
It's just crazy stuff that's on there. And I'd never heard of a toilet that was like that. It has 2 buttons
Mom,
on
the
it.
camera's up there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at
She was looking at the
See,
comments
that's
like
why
responding.
she didn't want to give me the...
Yeah, so this is only going to be a little treat for you, and then we're going to have to remove the comments from you.
Okay.
So.
All right. That's fine. Okay. Well, all right. So.
My cat is being so weird listening right now. That's what Bridget says.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness, someone named Chandler joined.
Oh, wow.
I love that name. Hi, Kate.
Okay, so we're going to start with...
Well, did we say all the things that we wanted to say? Samuel sent a heart. Say thank you, Samuel.
Thank you.
It was Samuel's birthday yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday. I feel like, do you like birthdays?
It's just another day.
Just another day. No, do you? I feel like as I get older, birthdays become more wretched and horrible every time. I cry every birthday. Leah's birthday's in 10 minutes! 10 decades! Oh my goodness, we gotta sing happy birthday in 10 minutes. Jackie said I celebrate the whole month.
Wow.
You know what, in reality, we should probably celebrate every day. All year.
Yeah.
Jackie's philosophy, treat yourself. But you can't pay your rent? Buy that purse.
Not funny.
Oh my goodness, Let's Go Back to the Future says, it's my mom's birthday, Monday, and I don't have a gift for her yet.
Oh no.
Well, you're in luck, because this podcast is sponsored by the Queen Bee Crown Company. Yeah. You couldn't have wrote that better. Mom, stop looking at the comments. This is sponsored by the Queen Bee Crown Company, which Jen provided us with these crowns. This is a little close-up of my little skull crown, and Mama Cash has a vampire crown. You can go to thequeenbeecrowncompany.com, and I lost my thought. Go to queenbeecrowncompany.com.
And you put in Presley Cash and you get a 10% discount.
Wow, you actually know? Yeah.
I think so.
You actually do listen to me.
Yeah, I do.
Thank you. Yeah, you can get 10% at checkout, and she has tons of amazing crowns, like spooky crowns, Swifty crowns, birthday crowns, even crowns for your teeth, I think. No, I'm kidding.
No, but
yeah, so they're really great. They make great gifts. The packaging is so well done.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a fun little thing. I literally was on someone's live, Bree, a listener, and a ghoul, a ghoul friend of us. I literally just stumbled on her live, and she was wearing one of the crowns that she bought. So, what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I was going to say celebrating for a whole month. Well, in our family, all the kids and her dad and I all have birthdays. We're all Gemini, okay? And so it was celebrating all, for a month. And then I'm the last one, so you get to my birthday and be like,
oh, God.
No more cake!
No, I've never uttered those
No,
words.
but
No more cake.
it was like having all Geminis.
Hello.
It was like if all the nice Geminis came, it was fun.
You think there's mean Gemini? Well, the Gemini is like a twin sign.
Yeah.
So you have the evil twin and the normal twin.
And if all the normal twins came, it was great. If one of the evil twins came, it was like, oh gosh.
Oh, Jen says, birthdays are a good thing. Always celebrate the fact you made it through another year. Yeah, I want to be able to focus on that, but I'm just so, age conscious. I really am. And you know what's crazy? Let's bring this up. Your mom was the exact same way.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom has this belief that I am her mom reincarnated.
Yeah.
And I'm like the same way. I'm like, oh, I don't want to get older. I don't want to be old. And my mom always goes, that's what my mom said. And you have either two options. You can get old or you can die trying.
Yeah.
But
but my mom
touch on that.
My mom used
think
to.
I was her reincarnated.
My mom used to say, "Well, when you turn 21, it's downhill from there."
I would say when you turn 18, it's downhill.
Oh.
No. You think you want to be 18 when you're a teenager? You're like, oh, 18. Then you're 18 and you're like, what the fuck?
Well, maybe you want to vote. Or in California, maybe you want to run for governor.
I think that's my next move.
You got to move back to California.
Yeah, I'm going to be governor. Wait, does that mean I have to knock Governor Newsom from his spot?
No, I don't think he wants to be governor anymore. I think he's going to probably run for something else.
Like president?
Maybe.
Are we getting political?
I'm not.
We're not getting political.
No, we're not.
We're not getting political. I've cried on my birthday ever since I turned 22. Let's Go Back to the Future.
Oh, no.
It says, I feel that. I've cried on my birthday every fucking year since
12.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I cried the night before. I cried the night before I turned 12 because I was so sad I was going to be 12. And it was all downhill from there.
Oh, be quiet.
Colin said, get political, please.
Oh, no.
You can say whatever you want about Governor Newsom, but he's a fine-looking gent. My oldest is about to be 21 and has been a flood of emotions. That's what Sarah says. Yeah, because 21, especially if you don't drink, it's like, 21? What? But 21, I'm telling you right now, I have no memory of being 19, 20, 21, and maybe a little bit of 22. I feel like I blocked out all those years. Colin said it went downhill from 7th grade. Well, as someone close to us once said, it's all downhill from here. No, he isn't a drinker and has no interest to. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's just so much pressure surrounding birthdays. There's our ice maker.
Good. It's working.
I think there's just so much pressure. I can't even speak. I need more coffee. It's literally 10:56 at night, and we're just are you tired?
No.
You're not?
Mm-mm.
Give us a smile. No, I feel like there's so much pressure, and I think this is due to social media about birthdays, and you have to do this on your birthday, or you have to spend it with a whole bunch of people, and I just feel like if you just look at birthdays it's a day,
You know
I'm
what?
so sorry if you hear that ice maker in the
No,
background.
but you know what I think would be great is if you could somehow do this on a big screen TV so that you could see the
Mom, I'm
words.
cutting you off from buying another big
No,
screen
but
TV.
can you do that?
She has bought 3 big screen TVs in the last month.
No, can you do that?
We do not have the coin for that.
No.
I made 2 pennies on TikTok last night.
No, but can you do that somehow? Where you would be able to see it on the TV? If not,
Mom.
somebody needs to invent that and go on Shark Tank.
Let's touch on how you think I'm your mom reincarnated.
Well, I thought that she was my mom reincarnated.
I love that story. Next. No, for real, like, say the story. This is a paranormal podcast. That's paranormal.
I don't know what the story is.
What?
Well, she had...
Your mom always said if she would have just had a mom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
No.
Well, we need to take a nap now. Let's do an intermission.
No.
This is our 4th and final episode.
No,
we
it's
quit.
not.
We're
Stop.
tired. We just want to lay down.
No. My mom. Okay.
Sarah says it's in the book.
Oh, is it in the book? Okay, Sarah, let's...
Oh, yeah. So Sarah says we could screen share. Like, if you did put a TV up here, we could screen share what's on our computer, I think, over there.
Onto the TV?
I think so.
Oh,
Jen
wow.
said, get Mama a Pepsi. Do you want
That's
one?
what I'm thinking, but
Do you want one? I need some more coffee.
I gotta put this in another glass.
Maybe I should drink soda tonight.
No.
For the first time in years.
No.
Is this kind of comedic? You're supposed to say, no.
It's not.
Mama, get the Pepsi. I don't think it's a little bit, but I bet Mama Cash has a good story to say.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, it's, my mom, my mom.
Do you want me to get you a Pepsi?
Huh? Well, you have to pour this into a glass, put it in the refrigerator, whatever's left of this, and I'll save it. And then just get me a little can of Pepsi, and then I'll pour it in here as I...
What do you want me to do to the can?
I'll take the can
You want
and
me
I'll
to wash
pour...
off the front of the can so you don't get rat poisoning?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of rat poisoning... We got all these storage bins. All right, so we go over to the storage bin, one of the storage bins, to get some stuff out. There was a dead rat in there. We've got to call the people. And it was like seeping out some fluid.
Who you gonna call? I have a picture.
It was horrible. Ugh.
Here's the rat. We have to throw away this carpet. Look away. My mom said, that looks like a cat.
Yeah, it was really weird.
There you go. Oh, gee, money.
You got to pour this into a glass. Here. Thank you. And then wash off.
I'm sorry, master.
Okay.
Master.
Then wash off the can.
I'm so sorry. What are they saying?
I thought your mom was Priscilla.
Actually, she is. So you don't need an ice?
Oh, yeah.
Where's the soda? In
The
here?
little cans. Yeah, the little can at the bottom.
Damn, it's like I have to crawl in here because of the cords, Mom.
I'm
They're
sorry.
cold. They're cold.
I know.
don't
Okay,
think
that's
they
fine.
have-
Okay, just make sure you rinse it off and then wipe it off.
Why do I gotta wipe it off?
Because I don't want any water to get on this antique table. It's been in my family for 100 years.
Can I open it?
No.
Can I open this?
No. Give it to me.
I want to feel alive again.
Okay. Who's that?
Fuck, I can't open it.
Oh my,
Wait.
give it to
Hold
me.
this microphone up to the can. Down. Really down.
You're gonna get it on the table.
Okay.
Give me that.
God, that smells great. Fuck.
Thank you.
My mom is not Priscilla Presley. My mom is Mama Cash. Alright? Holla! Yeah, someone said, what is this comment section right now?
Crisp.
I fucking...
Mama, ha 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 ha, they aren't telling me.
I want Pepsi so bad.
Do you want what Pepsi gives you? No.
A high?
Why'd you go off of it? All the sugar stuff. What?
If we get a brand deal,
I can have
I
sugar.
drink Pepsi also.
Okay.
You dig?
Okay. What is that? I'm starting a subreddit.
What is that? I'm assuming you can do it. Taylor says, we love you guys in the Hollywood Complex. What was filming that like? Well, we're actually talking about paranormal stuff right now. So.
but I'll just talk about the...
Haven't you heard all this paranormal stuff?
No. The Hollywood
Thank you
Complex
so much,
was just so much fun to film. And it was like...
FTF, fun to film.
Yeah. And it was like basic training for what it was like to be on reality TV. You know, you have to come up with what you're going to say, what you're going to do, how the set's going to be, what you're going to look like,
what you're going to do, what you're going to have your set.
Then after we did that, we had a reality show that lasted a minute. But
we like to call it a reality special.
Yeah. But it was fun.
And we aired right after Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah, on TLC.
Was there any weird haunted stuff out in LA you experienced? Well, we're about to get to that.
Okay.
Are we ready to get to that?
Let's get to that. All right, let's go.
So, let's see. Wait. This is probably our most chaotic episode yet. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We live for chaos.
Chaos killed the dinosaurs, darling.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, Taylor said, thanks for answering. I feel bad that we haven't... I'm literally puking. I'm sorry we can't talk more about it, but I go live every Friday. And, we can talk about it then.
What?
The Hollywood Complex.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so today is the day, back in 2011. Today is April 12th. Back in 2011, I booked the Mean music video. That's the story. No, it was so crazy because I booked the Mean music video, and do we want to go into how I booked it, or like the submitting process, or just?
No, we're not gonna go into all of that stuff. It was very interesting the way
Hi, Jennifer.
We could.
Well.
You know, we did a lot of.
Mollyetta said,
stuff.
"Yes, please. I'm curious."
Well, it was so weird.
Michael said, "I will pay you $25,000 to spill the tea."
For what?
I'm joking. He didn't say that.
Okay. Well, anyway, so we submitted for there's a thing that you can submit for stuff in LA, and we submitted for that role, and everybody and their brother wanted that role. And, you know, we've broken all the rules. We are chaos queens.
Holla!
Chaos queens.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we break all the rules, and you know, so she's gonna go. This is back when computers first started having the cameras in them, and we're taking pictures on the computer, and so we submitted this picture that we took on the computer for the role of the Mean video. And so she got the audition, and usually they get a couple thousand people that submit.
And this would have probably been more because it was Taylor.
Yeah, because it was Taylor. And so they usually bring in about 40 people out of the couple thousand. And we had taken the picture on the computer. Well, she gets the audition. We go to...
Which, that in itself is like a miracle.
Yeah, that's a miracle. If you get an audition, you get, you're that one of those 40 people out of thousands.
Michael Keaton said, like, during his career or whatever, when he was in the auditioning process, he was like, I just started looking at auditions as, like, I booked the gig. This is what I'm doing. The gig is the audition. I'm going to work today. Yeah.
And so we go to CVS Pharmacy. Now, the way it is that out there, we'd been out there for several years, and out there people would get their headshots done, and they'd, have 100. They'd have 100, go to some fancy photographer, get the headshots done.
Get like 100 printed out.
Get 100 printed out. And,
when I was younger, I made like postcards to supposedly send out to like agents and managers. I got like 500 of them.
And sent out like 2.
Yeah, well, anyway. I still have a huge fucking box of just postcards of me in a cowboy hat.
Oh, there were 2 pictures on there.
One's like a headshot with me in like a pink and black striped shirt. Oh, and then the other one is literally me in a Western outfit.
Yeah, with the cowboy hat on and cowboy boots. Yeah. No, but, so we got smart, we quit doing that. And, so then we would go to CVS Pharmacy to, just print out these headshots if she would get an audition. And so we went to CVS Pharmacy. We'd taken the picture on the computer. Well, you couldn't make it up to an 8x10. You could only do a 4x6.
Because it looked like I got no eyes.
It looked like she didn't have any eyes.
Because it was so blurry.
So we broke that rule. And, so she had her resume.
An 8x10 resume connected to a 4x6.
Right.
Low-key blurry photo.
Yeah. And then everybody that was there were like had been to these la-di-da photographers with the la-di-da pictures and blah, blah, blah,
And blah, blah, blah.
And so we go over there, and she's got this,
I wish we could remember where it was.
I don't remember. But anyway.
Don't you think that's weird?
Yeah. Blocked it out, I guess. But anyway, so we go over there. We're sitting in the waiting room waiting to go in to the audition, and this guy walks in and comes right up to me and says, well, how are you today? How are you doing today? And I look at this guy, and he is the spitting image of my son, Ben, who died from drugs. Now, Ben was also bullied because he was, bigger than life, 6'7". He really was 6'7". And he was a musician and a writer and all this stuff, and he was bullied, and he ended up getting beat in the head with a baseball bat, and he lost one of his eyes, and, all kinds of crazy, horrible stuff happened. But, so Ben was already dead on the other side, but this guy walks in that is like his doppelganger, if that's how you say it. And, Ben would have wanted her to be in this mean video because of what had happened to him during his lifetime. And,
but it's crazy, like, out of all the people he could have sat next to, he literally sat next to you.
Right.
And, like, looked right at you and was like, how are you today?
Yeah. Oh, my God. And you
had, like, full body chills.
Oh, full body goosebumps. I was just like, well, I'm doing fine today. And then they said, he
said, yeah.
He said, do I have to have a headshot for this? And they go, well, yeah, you do. And, he sat there for a few minutes, and he goes, well, you have a good day.
Well, he, like, got up to walk away.
Right.
And then he, like, looked at us and
Right.
was like, you have a good day.
You have a good day.
And he left and he never came back.
And he never came back.
Because there was a role that was going to be in the Meme music video for a, like, gym coach. So there was, like, you know, adult men there, like, auditioning as, you know, for a potential gym coach. And I guess that's what he was. It was very weird. And so we look back on that and we're
that would
like,
have been what he was doing.
yeah. And we look back at that and we're like, that's so crazy. Like, that was literally, hands down, that was the most important day of my life. I don't think there's any other more important, you know, like that.
Yeah, no.
That really gave me my entire life.
Yeah.
And it gave me this community. Hi, Mark. And it's given me such beautiful opportunities. And like I've said, you know, on the record, I've been on a record saying that, you know, when I got that video, I was being heavily bullied at the time. And so it really saved my life.
There's a video on YouTube where she's talking about being bullied.
Yeah. Literally, there was a part, literally, during that time, there was like a group of guys at a park literally beating me with pool noodles. And what's so crazy is, like, so I grew up in this, like, apartment complex with, like, child actors and stuff like that, and artistic, you know, people. And there were these.
You can see all about it in the Hollywood complex.
And there, you know, there were people that loved me, and there were also people that hated me or didn't understand me or, like, was afraid of, like, what was different about me. Like, they felt like, you know, they couldn't really understand me in a way, I guess. I don't know. And so you got, like, a lot of haters for that. And so literally this one time,
but they always wanted
I know, and
card.
This was the psychology behind this, and I was literally talking about this with my mom the other day. I was like, you know, I kind of portray that I'm, like, really confident and everything, but there's, like, this kind of insecurity that it's like, you know, when I was young and growing up, because this sparked from finding a diary, like an old diary.
Oh, yeah.
And I read this thing where it was like, I was writing about this person that I, like, liked and I had a crush on. And, like, I think I've blocked out a lot of shit from that time. But I was like writing in the diary, and I'm like, you know, oh my God, like, you know, I'm, like, saying how amazing, what an amazing time I had with this person at this hip-hop class. Like, that's so stupid. That part's stupid. At hip-hop. And then I start, I'm like, oh my God, it was they made me feel like I was on cloud 9. And then I, like, start going into, like, the abusive, like, bullying properties of this person that I just kind of overlooked, you know, like excluding me or, like, you know, just, like, acting like they liked me, but then, like, when it came down to it, like, excluding me from things or hanging out with someone else instead of me. And I still wanted to be, like, this delusional little dipshit who was like, they're obsessed with me. They love me. And so but I got really emotional when I read this diary because I feel like I've had this ability to have such a sense of delusion in my life. And then I was like, is everything that I've thought about my life wrong? Like, are people laughing at me instead of with me?
Are we just actors?
Are we acting? No, because for real, like, and then I started, like, because a lot of these things were written down in this diary.
You mean this isn't normal?
I know, like, a lot of the things that were written in this diary were like, oh my God, I was actually really excluded. And I was really treated like shit. But I was like...
Not all the time, because every time you get on that stage, they'd all be there.
So, like, I would be performing and doing these karaokes and these talent shows and whatnot. And these same people that were like excluding me or bullying me would watch me perform.
And then rush back to get a trading card.
And they would talk to me to get, like, I did these trading cards, which were like little pictures of me that I would sign. Because I'm delusional. Because I was like, I'm a fucking star. I would sign these trading cards after my shows and, like, hand them out to people and sign them. And these same people that were bullying me would line up to get these pictures. So I'd have that little interaction with them. And I'd be like, oh my God, they love me. They like me. They actually like me. And what's crazy is that most people would not have wanted to go perform in front of them.
No, yeah.
They would, and you would think most bullies would be like throwing shit at the person or like booing the person. But these people were like wanting to see what I was doing and acted and clapped for me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, is this like some psychological thing where it's like, I feel like, oh, I'll be loved if I do this.
Well, it was back when she was young, we were being bullied, and I said to her,
because stage moms are no joke.
Yeah, no, I said, yeah, they're no.
So they were bullying my mom also.
Yeah.
And I even had a point where I had adult bullies.
Yeah.
Like telling, the activities director of this complex that, my performances at karaoke were like a bad influence on their children and I was inappropriate when I'm literally fucking just performing like chaperones right now.
Yeah.
She stole it from me.
Yeah. Well, it was crazy because
we went to war.
Yeah, we did. That's a whole nother thing. Okay, so
this is a paranormal podcast.
This is a paranormal podcast. So, anyway, I believe that Ben was there that day.
Wait, I thought you were going to talk about we sang "Love Can Build a Bridge."
Oh yeah, well I didn't. Okay, so anyway,
gosh, let's quit.
These people were bullying.
It goes into what we're talking about with the bullying.
Yeah, I said, okay, so these people are being mean, they're bullying, whatever. We're going to learn this song, "Love Can Build a Bridge" by the Judds, and
we're going to perform it for you now. Dim the lights, we're not, and here we go.
We're not. So I would get up there with her, and I would do Naomi's part, and then she would do Winona's part. And
gladly walk across the desert
onto
with no shoes upon my feet. Share with you the last bite of bread I had to eat. I would swim out to save you in your seam broken dreams. If all your hopes are sinking, let me show you what love means. Love can build a bridge. That's exactly how you did it. Between your heart and mine, baby. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time?
So this kid, we'd get up there and I'd say,
that was a little rough.
Yeah, because we haven't.
Am I going to Hollywood?
No.
We haven't opened up. You're fucking lip syncing.
I haven't opened up.
We haven't opened up.
No, so, and I would say, we'll get up there on that stage and we will stare those people down.
You said we will stare those fuckers down.
I don't think I said fuckers. I probably said bitches.
Fuckers, bitches.
Yeah.
Balls.
And we will sing "Love Can Build a Bridge."
Yeah.
So,
and then one of the stage moms drugged you.
It wasn't that day, was it? It was one of those.
You were singing "Love Can Build a Bridge" and they were putting a roofie in your drink.
Itching. Yeah, no, I
think you're gonna get rich.
No, I got drugged. Anyway, been there, done that.
No, we should.
We're not. This is a paranormal podcast.
Maybe it's on our hearts to share. You gotta warn people.
Sarah
said, "What?"
Yeah, don't ever walk away from.
They did what to Mama Cash?
Yeah, don't ever walk away from a drink. Ever, ever, ever. And then after that, we never ever drank
No, it was
anything
literally like a
or
stage
ate
mom.
anything when we went out.
My mom had her drink. We sang karaoke. We got up to sing karaoke. This mom spilled some drugs in her drink, which was odorless and tasteless. She went back. She started drinking it again, and then all of a sudden it was like, how long do you think it took?
Oh, I don't know. Not very long.
And it was like the lights were going on and off.
Yeah.
And she was out of it, disoriented. And she always jokes, if I wouldn't have been overweight, I would have probably dropped dead.
Yeah. If I wouldn't have been 100 pounds overweight, that would have been it.
No, it was scary because...
Or they would have taken her.
Yeah, because it was scary because this person literally, like, was from an acting class that I went to, and her daughter was there, and her daughter was, like, way older than me, and all of a sudden we found the daughter, like, the daughter spent the night at our apartment, and my mom didn't know what the fuck was going on, and literally, like, my mom went swimming. We all went swimming, and my mom was fucking, like, high as hell, like, out of it.
It was nuts.
It was nuts, and it was like she could have literally drowned. And so this daughter, like, spent the night at my house, and then the next day, my mom caught her, like, looking through our drawers and shit, like, probably wanting to steal. She probably, I think, unless she wanted us something to wear.
Yeah, no.
And then, like, the next day, she just left.
Never saw her again.
Never saw them
Never
again.
saw this person
again. Did they never
again.
go to the acting class
Never.
again?
Never
but
saw them
like,
again.
what was the point? Did they think you were going to pass out?
Maybe.
And then the daughter was going to take me?
Maybe. I don't know. We've been through a lot.
No, but this is like paranormal. It's spooky. Paranormal, maybe it was intervened that you did not pass out.
Yeah, but
and that she didn't do anything.
No.
So the mom set her kids up to search you. Yeah, I feel like maybe they were thinking you were going to pass out.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the goal could have been to kidnap me.
Maybe. But the whole...
That's a better story than just they wanted to steal a...
Yeah.
You know,
hair tie.
A hair tie. A hair tie. Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy. And this is like, after that, that's like a life lesson. Like, you have to be... This does kind of, the universe. You have to be... Imagine they listen to the pod right now.
Yeah, really.
Be like, we're calling you out.
Yeah.
You have to be aware of your surroundings and really listen to what the universe is telling you and what, you gotta be vigilant.
Yeah.
On my vigilante
shit. No, the universe.
Again.
The universe does.
Because that was like a warning for us and a lesson because,
Yeah.
I never thought about it.
Mm-mm.
Also, never drink a soda can outside.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Because someone at Ben's school...
Yeah.
And they grew the teeth too long.
No. This kid, they were having a picnic, and you know how you open up the soda can, and this kid had a soda, and he was drinking the soda, and a bee had gotten into the soda can, and
the kid died.
And the kid died, yeah.
Because his throat closed up.
Yeah. It stung him somewhere in his throat, and his throat closed up, and he died. Gosh, I don't know why my nose is itching. Do I need
Would you like a
Thank you.
paper towel?
Thank you.
Don't take both.
Oh, there's
You
two.
gotta put the other one in the gargoyle's mouth for some
Okay,
reason.
there you go. I don't know why
Put
my
a
nose
sock
keeps...
in it. No, so,
Anyway.
Ben showed up to the audition.
Right.
And since I was, you can watch the whole bullying story on my YouTube, but when all these guys were at this park, literally, it was at night, I was at the park with some of my so-called friends. This group of guys started beating me with pool noodles, and I feel like I need to say pool noodles, because if I say noodles, it's gonna go, what? They were beating me with noodles! And Dylan Mignette,
Yep.
from the Wallows, who just sold out Madison Square Garden, said,
Yep.
You guys need to stop that! Don't be beating her with noodles!
Karma. That's why...
And that's why he's a big star.
That's why he's a big star. Cause,
that's why we're big stars now.
He was a fine young man.
How old were you during the Me music video? I was 13.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was really sweet.
Were you 13 when you filmed it? Or
Yes.
12? I don't know. 13?
I was 13. But yeah, and like, you know what's actually so crazy? On the meme video, I lost my socks. And on I Can See You, I lost my socks.
Oh, how weird is that?
Is that a sign?
I don't
and
know.
they were nice socks.
What
the
is
second
sign?
socks were like socks they provided for me, and they were really nice. And now I lost them.
What? But not there.
I lost them there.
Oh, you lost them there. Oh, my
Just
goodness.
like the other socks for me.
How weird. History repeats itself. Huh.
Taylor, give me my socks back. What? Someone says, can I ask an unpopular question? Don't irritate us today. But go ahead and we'll decide if we're going to block you or not.
Come on.
Alex said, I'm intrigued though. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm kind of scared.
Of what? The question?
Team Justin and Haley versus Team Selena and Benny. Get out of here. Get out of here. This is a paranormal podcast.
What is that?
Mama Cash doesn't even know these people. Mama Cash is confused.
Is it on that one show? Huh?
What show?
That show that, I don't know what the name of it was. Something
What's
about.
it called?
I don't remember. It's about by the beach somewhere. Stop.
What is it called?
Am I pretty or something like that?
The Summer I Turned Pretty. No.
Oh. What's he talking about? Never mind. Okay, well.
Don't try to start beef with us.
Okay.
Summer I Turned Pretty. Ask the spirits my question. Okay, so we are going to play the chapter. We've been on here for like 51 minutes so far.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm going to take a bathroom break.
Take off your mic. We don't want to hear you pissing. Colin said, I miss you in KC Night 1. You know what KC Night 1 is?
Yeah, I do.
What?
When you were there with Taylor.
Yep. Okay. What am I? Oh my goodness! Justin's in the building. That's why Mama Cash is out. Mama Cash is like, I'm not doing it anymore. Hurry back. You know what's crazy? I had to cut out part of the podcast. Yes, she's gone. She goes, I'm not doing No, I had to cut out part of the podcast last week because you literally saw me put in my passcode on my phone. I was like, I don't need to, oh my goodness. Stop with the nonsense. No, Michael, I cut it out. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? Okay. Landon, you're pissing me off a little bit. Shut the fuck up or I'm literally gonna block you. Okay. So Mama Cash is preoccupied right now. I think we talked about everything. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a long podcast if we do talk about everything that we wanted to talk about. How do I make you my mod, Michael? Hi, Steph. Okay. You ready? Put your glove back on. Can you put this on or do you want me to put it on? Come here. Say hello.
Hello. Hello.
Wait. Come here. Okay.
Is it on right?
Yeah.
Hello.
You know you can put these mics on like necklaces. Oh yeah, we gotta sing happy birthday to Leah. It's Leah's birthday now. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. No, let's start with
dear
1,
Leah.
8, 5, 4. How do you count
8,
down?
5, 4.
What is that? How do people do it? And 5, 6, 7, 8. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leah. Happy birthday to you. That was good. Leave me hanging. Happy birthday, Leah. Why did we fucking sound amazing just now?
I don't know.
Do we need to make a comeback?
No.
Well, from our duet career? Oh my god, the next reality show will go on as America's Got Talent as a duet.
Oh, there you go.
I've tried that one too.
Yeah.
The guy that I auditioned, because I knew someone to audition for America's Got Talent, and I got right in front of like the person that was like the main important person, and I went in this room, sang my fucking ass off. No, not the celebrities. It's the fucking little measly people you have to go through first. This motherfucker didn't even look at me. He fucking stared at his fucking computer the whole time, and the only time he looked at me was when I said, "I'm from the Ozarks," and then he went, "I love that show." If that would happen to me now, I'd say, "I'll only sing when you decide to fucking look at me."
Oh, okay.
For real, people just have the fucking audacity to treat you like a piece of fucking shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, is it on your Instagram or something when you were singing at America's Got Talent?
Yeah.
She was singing she wasn't trying out or anything.
It was like in between, like I was at a taping of America's Got Talent, and it was in between like for the commercial breaks, and I knew the warm-up guy because I had been, Mama Cash and I went to, the name game, the celebrity name game, and he was there. Is there a singing show you haven't tried out for?
There's a new one coming out.
X Factor.
There's a new one coming out.
I don't think they make that anymore.
No, there's a new one coming out with
Blake Shelton and Keith Urban.
Oh, Blake Shelton will go, "I remember you."
Is that how he'll say it?
Yeah, he'll say, "Presley Cash, I remember you down there at Dimples."
You know what? If you never try, you never know.
Yeah, you don't. It's fun anyway.
But,
it's fun to get smacked up.
Yeah! It's fun to get fucking abused, baby! No, literally, like, so in between the commercial breaks, I did do a song, or I knew this warm-up guy from, another show we had went to, and so he's like, "Oh, Presley," and this is paranormal, actually! Okay, so I went with this was when I was like 19. I remember this. I had this crazy friend, because you do when you're 19, you have crazy friends doing crazy things. So she literally like had tons of colors in her hair, and I had blue and red in my hair, and she was like in her 30s. I was 19. I'm like, "Hello!" And we were like just having a crazy time, and I was like, "Do you want to go to America's Got Talent taping?" And she's like, "For sure, queen." And we went there, and so I knew the warm-up guy, Frank Nicotero, shout out. I believe his cousin is Greg Nicotero, who's like really big in the horror community. And I'm talking about Horror. Alright. And so, they would have people from the audience sing in between the shows. In between the commercial breaks. And he was like, "I'd love for you to like sing something." And so I like turned to my friend. Yeah, and I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm either going to do A Million Reasons by Lady Gaga or Purple Rain by Prince." and Prince had just passed away, and I had recently learned that on guitar, and I, learned the words, and I'd always loved that song. And it was crazy because Frank also loved Prince, so I was like, I'm gonna, and I don't think I even knew that at that time. And, maybe I did. But anyway, so this little girl gets up there, like, cause she was at the taping, and she was gonna sing. She goes, I'm gonna sing a Grace Vanderwaal song, which Grace was on America's Got Talent. So that was probably like her role model or whatever. She starts singing, and she opens her mouth starting to sing. She starts singing Million Reasons by Lady Gaga. And then she goes, wait, that's not what I was gonna do. And she starts singing the song she was gonna do. And my friend looked at me and was like, I guess you're singing Purple Rain. And I was like, this girl's, like, body was taken over by something to make her sing Lady Gaga instead of what she was, to make me go, I'm gonna do Prince. And I went up there and I sang Purple Rain. I can't even speak.
The country version of Purple Rain.
Yeah, I sang the country version of Purple Rain.
People were going nuts.
And everyone in the audience starts singing, clapping along. Frank is loving it. As I'm singing it, the celebrity judges walk in. And it's like Simon Cowell, I think. I'm not sure. Heidi Klum. Maybe I'm wrong. But then the guest judge was Laverne Cox. And the only fucking celebrity to actually look me in the face was Laverne Cox. And I'm like, yeah, because you're fucking fabulous. And you get it. But yeah, and so everyone was cheering and everything, and it went really well. And I was like, what are the odds of that? Like the spirits, overtook this little girl.
Yeah.
And started making her sing a song.
Yeah, that's crazy. I forgot.
That she was legitimately like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then, my friend literally looks at me and she's like, guess you're doing Purple Rain.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? She was friends with Casey Abrams, and I had met Casey Abrams, and he was on American Idol. I'd met him, a while ago at the grocery store and shit. And he was, barefooted.
I was there.
But, yeah, and when we were in the line for America's Got Talent, he called and FaceTimed her.
Oh, yeah.
I have these a lot of weird American Idol connections, and you know what else is crazy? Because even my 12 seconds on American Idol was lit, because look at me now.
Huh.
But Mama Cash, on a goal board,
oh yeah,
years ago, wrote down American Idol Presley Cash.
And
this is where psychics
probably 10 years ago
don't get it all right. You didn't write, but to be fair, you didn't go American Idol winner. But the fact that all this shit is blowing up about American Idol right now, and I was barely even on the fucking show. It was like Mama Cash was psychic. She just, psychics don't always get everything correct, But you were feeling a vibe.
Well, almost
evidently.
everything else on that goal board came to fruition, so that doesn't surprise me. That I was writing, somebody came into Oakwood and they told people they needed to write goal boards. So we would get every year.
Was it that girl that forced us to make fucking candles?
No.
And then was like, your mom's the one that should be famous.
No, it wasn't her.
She
it was somebody
so
else. But anyway,
bitchy.
So every year we would get a poster board and we would write stuff down.
Who said it?
It was, I can't think of her name. The one lady that you had gone to for acting coaching once.
My mom made this joke that now when she's trying to think of things to say, it's like a game show.
Yeah.
2 words, 4 syllables.
An acting coach.
An acting coach
that said, sometimes you have to.
Oh, let's not talk about her.
Let's not say it.
Lauren said, I am kind of psychic and psycho.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. Psychic.
That's what we do.
That's what we are. But anyway, if you get those poster boards and you write stuff down, just, kind of go into your head and write stuff
become true.
Down at the beginning of the year and then watch and see. But we have all these poster boards back in LA Right? Aren't they in LA? We didn't bring them with us, did we? I don't think we did.
No, we didn't. There's the ice maker again.
But anyway, and so we'd write all this stuff down, and then, but that was like at least 10 years ago when I wrote that down about American Idol. She couldn't, it was more than 10 years. It was more than 10 years ago because you weren't even old enough to do American Idol. And they used to not allow people that were in the business to go on American Idol.
But now they
have the Nepo babies on there. But anyway, so there you go. All right. Paranormal?
Yeah, this is a paranormal podcast.
Yeah. You're talking to some Geminis here. We get
sidetracked.
We get sidetracked.
So we're going to read, well, it's going to be read to us.
Yeah.
From me. It's a chapter in the book called Ozark Runner. And this
chapter
is
5, right? Or chapter 4? Chapter 4?
I think it's chapter 5.
Maybe.
We've done it 4 times.
No,
it's a chapter.
This is the 4th time.
Then it's the 4th one. But we don't need to,
no, we don't.
focus on that.
We don't. Don't focus.
But, what?
Don't focus.
Don't focus. Excuse me. I'm literally, puking a little bit. I puked a little bit in my mouth.
Is anything in your cup?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it. And I'm not gonna fucking go to sleep till fucking 10 a.m.
All right.
Cheers. Ding. Presley Cash. Wears a collar suit on a pontoon boat. Presley Cash. Okay. Are we ready?
Let's go.
Presley Cash. Ozark Runner. Ozark Runner. Whoa. I was about to start Okay, this is a sentimental chapter, so... But also, it's a spooky, sentimental chapter. If we have something we want to say, we'll just pause it and say it.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going to be your signal if you want me to pause it? You're going to tap. Just go rub the gargoyle.
No, I'm not rubbing the gargoyle.
You're what?
I'm not rubbing that gargoyle.
I am not rubbing that gargoyle.
Don't click it so hard, you're going to break them. That's all we need is have broken mugs. Let's go. Come on. Stop laughing.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. All right. Boom. Ozark Runner. I was about to start preschool, so now I was a big girl. And of course, I needed a big girl bed, according to my dad. He planned it all out that my mom and I would go out and have a girls' day. Wait, Justin said another cozy quote. I'm not rubbing that gargoyle. Yeah, we gotta shout out our number 1 fan, Justin. Messaged me, and I don't know how he got my number. Kind of creepy, but he messaged me that his friend, I bet it was him, his friend got these cozies made, and it had quotes from our movie, The Hollywood Complex, and one of them was, and it literally says it on the cozy, and it's like, I'm just an old fat mom who needs some Haagen-Dazs, which is what my mom said in the
No, that's what I went from drinking every day to Haagen-Dazs every day.
Fuck, I want some fucking Haagen-Dazs.
No, that was a really expensive habit in L.A.
I'm
It's
not
like
rubbing,
$8 a
I'm
day
not
for
rubbing that
Haagen-Dazs
gargoyle.
back in the day. Wonder how
Dude.
much it is now.
Ooh, someone says, Hope says, is this your studio room or bedroom? It's cool. This is our podcast room, aka the dining room. That's actually really funny. We should put that on shirts. I'm not rubbing that gargoyle. Or just rubbing the gargoyle.
No, let's don't. Okay. Let's go with the Push the button.
So every time you want to talk,
I'm not doing that.
you rub the gargoyle.
Okay.
It's for good luck.
Okay. All
Do
right.
a test run.
No, I can't.
Act like...
I can't get my arm over there.
Pick through the gargoyle's nose.
Let's go. Start reading the book. That's what we're doing on this podcast.
Lauren said, "Where's the sauerkraut? I'm almost out.
Oh, well.
And I've been double dipping in it, and I think it's losing its bite." You keep telling me not to double dip in
Well, then
things.
why don't you quit doing it? Why are you doing it then?
It's just really hard to quit.
Okay.
I love to double dip. But you have to get other spoons out. It's just easier to double dip if nobody
What
else is
happens
eating.
is it starts, like...
breaking down and forming a creature.
Okay, let's go. Come on.
Give us a smile. Smile for us, Julia.
Okay.
All right.
Once upon a time, on a very crazy, cold winter's night.
This is actually set in the summer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think it's set in the spring.
Okay. Nice warm weather. Birds chirping.
Once upon a time,
Go ahead.
I was
Start it.
petrified
Start the thing. Press the button.
without you by my side. And I got all my love to live.
Press the button.
And I got all my love to give.
You know how to press the button?
I'll survive. Sing it.
No, I don't know that song.
Say,
I survive.
Oh, now go! Walk
the
out the
button.
door! Hope quoted you and said, "Oh, I'm sorry." That's one of the worst songs ever. I'm sorry.
What?
I Will Survive. Leah said, "I'm cracking up."
Press the button.
I Will Survive is horrible, and what else? There's another one like that I can't stand. Killing Me Softly.
Oh.
It's horrible.
Huh.
I will survive. Okay. Just the two of us. Lunch and shopping at the outlet mall. Just the two of us. Going to go buy and set up a okay, let's start. Ozark runner. I was about to start preschool, so now I was a big girl. And of course, I needed a big girl bed, according to my dad. He planned it all out that my mom and I would go out and have a girls' day, just the two of us. Lunch and shopping at the outlet mall. Little did I know he was going to go buy and set up a shiny, brand new, bright red bunk bed in my new big girl room. My mom and I went out to eat at a cute little place by the hospital I was born in, on the busy side of the lake. You can compare it to something adorable you would see in the make-believe town of Stars Hollow, as seen on Gilmore Girls. We had so much fun that day. We have in the notes that we wanted to talk about how we started watching Gilmore Girls, but is that important?
No, we don't need to do that.
So
Press the button.
when you're listening to the chapter, this is you.
Well, what do you want me to do?
No, we did start watching Gilmore Girls. That was cozy.
Okay, that's great.
We've watched it
right.
all the way through like three times.
Okay, yeah.
We love it.
Go.
Shopping, eating, and laughing. Seemed like it could go on forever. I wish it had. I wish it had gone on forever and ever. I wholeheartedly wish we were still sitting at that whimsical little lunch table, at that cozy little themed eatery, on that perfect Ozark day. Lauren said TikTok just gave me a survey during your live. What does that mean? Is TikTok going, we gotta get a survey on this shit? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay. Leah told me to press the button. I will listen to Leah, not you.
They wanted to know, should we send her money?
Yes.
TikTok.
Maybe I'll get some more pennies.
Yeah.
Okay. Kids Bop Ryan joined. Oh my goodness. It popped up asking me questions. It didn't show you too. I auditioned for Kids Bop.
Oh, yeah. That's in the Hollywood complex if anybody wants to ever watched
Worst
that. It's pretty
fucking
funny.
mistake they ever made.
Yeah, that was so funny. She was telling people how to do it then.
If anybody watches that scene, I still relate. I still think about that person filming. What the fuck are you doing? I had it right at 11. Holla. With the breeze of the season blowing our strands of blonde sunny hair into our faces and forcing us into pulling it back out of our eyes, just the two of us. A Luke Danes look-alike was keeping our cups full, never empty. My mom and I could have sat there eating desserts and drinking hot cocoa for the rest of our lives. Not as me now. Me as a little girl before fear, real fear. Before anxiety, reality, pain, sorrow, grief, loss, and hopelessness. Before life got so messed up. Before that, feeling like you're running through life stranded on a dark, cold, stormy night without your mom, or your blanket, or a beacon in the night. You want to know a little secret? A part of me is still there sitting, chatting, laughing, and dining with my mommy, waiting to go home and see what my daddy had planned for me. Plans of sitting there in the Ozark sun forever didn't go as planned, so home we went. We got home and my dad met us at the door. My beautiful... I gotta say, it was crazy, like, writing that. I remember writing that part of the book where I'm like, a part of me, like, is still at that table or whatever. And, like, I wish I would have stayed there. I was so depressed in that moment, and I just was so, like, longing for that simplicity. And writing this book was crazy because it's like you were forced to look back. And then you were like, you know.
And it was during the COVID
yeah.
lockdown.
And, like, you know, there was so many differences, like, just in our personal lives, like, from when we started the book, and then, like, we took, like, a break because we were literally going insane, to when we, like, started writing it again. And, it was just crazy to, like, write about your life and have it all written down and to tap into that, because how old was I at this point in the Cozy Cottage?
4.
Yeah, so, like, I had to tap into, like, the mentality of being 4 years old. And it's crazy. Like, if you guys have ever thought, like, I need to write a book, I need to write an autobiography or whatever, like, it is so worth it just to write something down so you could, like, look back at that.
Even if you do a diary or a journal.
Yeah, like, if you just write it down, like, I'm so bad with actually keeping diaries. But doing this was, like, crazy because it was, like, tapping into, like, oh, yeah, okay, like, I did live there. It was haunted. This was the early 2000s. I was 4 years old. Things were different. How were they different? How is the world different? And it really was like a time machine. So.
Yeah.
Press the button. Thank you. Silly, childlike, good-hearted father with something up his striped sleeve, told me to close my little eyes as he guided my mom and me back to see my new room. I didn't know what to expect. I had no idea what was going on, but my mom was in on it. And good for her. She was a fantastic actress. I finally got back to my new oasis, sliding in a formation through the snake-like hallway of the Cozy Cottage with my parents leading the way. I felt like I couldn't keep my eyes closed any longer. I was saying over and over like a can of soda that had been shaken up, waiting to be opened to explode. Can I open my eyes now? My dad said, yes, Megan, you can. I opened my eyes and I was over the moon. It felt like the same feeling I got swinging on those swing sets in the city when my dad and I would wait for my mom to be done with her college classes she was taking. The feeling you got when you reached as high as you could get on those swings that were planted into the little pebble rocks they had for the kids to walk on. You know, it felt like my feet came up off the ground and I was floating in the air like I was flying. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I had a couch, TV, and a beautiful red shiny bunk bed in my new room. It was a kid's greatest dream come true. Megan is the good twin and Presley's the evil twin. To life. Brought to life by the first man who was my hero, my dad. I remember my hero sitting back on the white couch in my room, which, looking at it now, was probably a pretty... I gotta say, I had a horrifying dream last night. Speaking about dads, that I had a dream that my real father was Bill Murray. I was like, oh my God, what? Mom, why would you have lied to me all these years? You knew! It was for real, man. That was like the little part I went to sleep last night, and I dreamt that my dad was Bill Murray.
That's crazy. Okay. Now that
And
we got that out.
And I was like, Mom, I thought I could trust you.
What a freak.
And I was like, when I met him, I've never met Bill Murray. When I met him, I thought we had such a connection. And then to find out it was my dad. How could you?
It's a weird dream.
Yeah.
That is a weird dream. Okay, let's go. Oh, maybe he's going to be your dad in a movie.
That would be crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know what? He has a lot of controversy, but I really like him.
Yeah, he does have a lot of controversy.
I don't know really what the controversies are. I feel like everybody has a controversy. But I watched a clip of him.
Just like everybody has some kind of mental thing going on.
But no, like, I watched a video of him talking about how he was, like, really depressed, and he, like, was suffering with a lot of mental health issues, and he was like, I'm going to, like, end my life.
Oh, yeah.
And he, like, stumbled into, like, this museum and this art gallery, and he saw this painting, and he was, like, describing, you could probably find the video somewhere, and he was describing how, like, this painting saved his life and made him, it was, like, a painting of, like, a woman working in the fields, and, like, the sun was coming up behind him, or behind her in the painting, and he was, like, looking at the painting and, like, I guess, you know, feeling what the painting meant to him, and he's like, well, if Lauren said, I love your dream, Ella was like, you know, if she can keep doing this, you know, and working, and the sun's coming up every day, then, like, I can keep going. And you can, you know, whatever controversies he's had, I don't think I don't know, but you gotta just respect that, like, he was open about that, and he's made a lot of people laugh.
Yeah.
I don't think he's canceled. He's still working.
I don't think he's canceled.
Actually, I think I really like Bill Murray. Yeah. I think maybe he is my dad. Mom.
You're a freak.
Mom.
No.
Tell me now.
No, he's not your dad. Let's go. Push the button.
It was traumatic. It was a traumatic dream.
Well, that's weird. The movie that you're going to be in with him, maybe it's going to be like a traumatic movie.
What if it's going to be like, you're my dad?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be, let's write it. Let's get some Hollywood writers on this.
If that becomes what...
Then we fucking said it on here!
Yeah, that would be nuts. Okay. And then you guys see how psychic works.
I know. Crazy,
just weird stuff that comes...
Okay, Leah told me to push the button.
Thank you. Leah.
A white sofa in a little kid's room, but I was a well-behaved kid and was never allowed food or drinks in my room or shoes in the house, so I think it was pretty safe. Even now, looking back, I remember the pride on my dad's face, seeing how excited I was
Not Bill Murray.
my new room that he had put together just for me. That moment I will always remember, and if any of us in our family can't remember it someday, I now have that moment immortalized in this book. I was so excited to sleep in my new room. My mom would lie down with me, read me a book, and wait until I fell asleep to sneak out of the room. I remember one night waking up and she wasn't there. I felt bamboozled. What a trick. You watch all those movies and shows where parents do that to their little ones, and it makes me feel so bad for them. Even though I know they are actors playing a part, I remember hating it beyond belief. I was so scared. Although I did have a greenish sort of nightlight in there to keep me company, the color wasn't that comforting though, more like a searchlight in some science fiction flick, searching for extraterrestrials in the night sky. My stuffed animals made me feel less alone though. And you know I had plenty of them. My dad made sure of it. They had their own bed on the top bunk. My dad planned that one out for sure. I was so spoiled that I needed my own bed, and so did my stuffed animals. I would climb the ladder every night with my bare feet on the cold metal, climbing higher and higher, off the ground, tucking them in one by one, saying things like, see you in the morning, sweet dreams, as I saw my parents say to me and each other at bedtime growing up, learning from the best. I had a lot of monkeys because I decided I loved them. So, of course, my dad had to buy me.
That transition was so funny. It was like learning from the best. I had a lot of monkeys. I had a lot of monkeys. All right.
Big monkeys, little monkeys, monkeys holding fake bananas, and monkeys with Velcro hands that stuck together so I could wear it as a necklace. If it was a monkey, I had it. It is weird that I loved monkeys so much, but when I was met with someone one Halloween night in a monkey suit, I started crying. I didn't want to have anything to do with the gorilla. I spent a lot of time in my room. I have a home movie where I'm sitting in my big girl room watching some Britney Spears video, and my parents were filming me from the doorway. I didn't know they were there. A true caught off guard moment. Britney Spears was a big part of my growing up. She was my sister's generation's Taylor Swift. Her music and videos give me so much nostalgia. Literally, some of her songs feel like the soundtrack to my life. They feel that way because they are. Her music made you feel liberated, like a queen. Us kids tied up our shirts, walking around in our sister's makeup, thinking we were pop stars. Her music gave you the soundtrack to finding your confidence, your groove, your nerve, embracing your beauty and owning it. God bless Britney Spears. It was the 6th night sleeping in my room. I just didn't realize I was sleeping in there on my own yet. My mom had read me one of my favorite stories for the millionth time, Old Bear. I had drifted off to sleep in my mom's arms. I felt so safe. Nothing bad could ever happen to me. But the thing was, I don't believe I knew bad things happened in this world. Not when I was in her arms anyway. She slowly got out of bed, trying not to make a sound or wake me up, and left my big girl room. She was trying to be the quote-unquote normal parent, training me to want solitude, training me into being alone and growing up in my own bed. But some kids don't like being alone because they know what lurks there in the shadows, and what lurks there knows them by name. Not sure if it was 3 o'clock on the nose, but it was somewhere around there. My mom woke up in her and my dad's room in a panic. She lunged out of bed and started running. She didn't know why, and better yet, I don't think she had time to process why or what she was doing, but she was in a cold sweat, panic running like it was life or death, through the snake-like hallway, dizzying her up real good. Run, running through our little cozy cottage on the quiet side of the lake in the pitch black darkness. Not a light on in our hobbit hole. No lanterns, no candles, no night lights, fairy lights, Christmas lights, car lights shining through the windows. Nothing. Except for the green light in my room that resembled the color of what you would think slime looked like. But she was a long way away from my room in that light now. No one would hear her if she screamed, because that's how far away from civilization we were. And my dad could sleep through anything. But why would she scream? Right? My mom finally made her way, nearly tripping dozens of times on her way to the kitchen, and there she saw me standing on a chair, trying to undo the chain lock off the door going outside in the dark, stormy night that lay ahead for me. She screamed my name given at birth. Megan! Megan, what are you doing? I was in a trance. I remember walking through the living room, terrified, looking into my mom's computer room in the pitch black dark, wondering what I was doing out there and where I was going. Like I had no control over my body. My brain was aware that something was moving my body towards the door that took me directly to the carport, out to my Tea Party Hill, and then out into the woods, where I found my big candy cane that was waiting for me there in the dead leaves and dirty weeds. The candy cane that might have just been the guiding light to the candy land I always wanted to go to. For my absolute favorite board game. Maybe King Candy was just a hop, skip, and a jump through the forest. All I had to do was go find him through the darkness, the mud, and the dagger-like thorns. Maybe Mr. Mint had dropped his candy cane, and I was to give it back to him, and in return he would show me the land. He was at the beginning of the board, so it made total sense. Overalls and a warm long-sleeve shirt to go underneath, he could quite very well be my favorite character in the game. In Candyland, just out in the woods, I would swim through crystal blue waters and make snow angels in the dirt, jumping onto the big, colorful candy pieces as we made our way to the castle, all of us together in sweet, tasty harmony. I have no recollection of getting a chair and trying to unlock the door, though. It was like I was allowed a glimpse of my fate, but not allowed to see the ending. Because I would have changed it if I knew what I was doing. I would have seen myself in the dark, in the middle of the night, trying to flee my cozy little cottage, and I would have stopped myself. It's sort of symbolic about life. If we could get a glimpse of where we were headed, would we step in and change our destiny, or continue to run? That's probably the very reason we don't know how things are going to play out, even though they are right in front of us. I didn't want to leave Scruffy, my dolls, my stuffed animals, my mom, or my dad. I surely didn't want them to think I wanted to leave them. I didn't want to walk throughout the cozy cottage with bare feet, getting colder and colder with each step I took on the hardwood floor. I didn't want to fling my feet off the side of my bed and start to wander away. My mom had tucked me in so tight and so cozy. No way I would want to do what I had just done. No way. Something or someone wanted that for me. Who knows what would have happened if my mom hadn't found me and stopped me in my trance-like state. Would I have wandered off into the woods and walked out to my death in the middle of the road, got picked up by a kidnapper, concerned citizen, or lone serial killer? We had started to hear wild country dogs barking in the night as well. Maybe they were waiting for me to join their pack and howl at the moon with them, or possibly feast on me as a midnight snack. My mom approached me as I stared off into the distance, not once answering her call. She picked me up with my head resting on her arm and my legs flung over her other arm, and she brought me to my parents' room to fall back into safe-guarded sleeping. But the lingering question still presses my mind. What woke my mom up? Was it psychic intuition? A mother's instinct? Angels? Spirits? Deceased loved ones? What made me do what I did that night? Evil? Demons? Ghosts? The devil himself? Something wanted to lure me somewhere. They saw me and my innocence. They saw I had a brand new room that my daddy had made possible. It seems they didn't want me to experience that joy and freedom. Something wanted to ruin something good and taint it for my family and me. In life, you'll find people, things, situations, or your own mind wants to do that same thing for you. Ruin anything good and taint it. Now you could say this was your regular run-of-the-mill case of a sleepwalker. I hadn't walked before in my life. As weird as it sounds in some ways, I feel like I'm wandering still. Wandering like I did that mysterious night. Wandering, running, sprinting through that snake-like hallway. Hearing the house hiss and feeling its wet tongue salivate at the thought of me in the darkness alone. Waiting for someone to save me. Aren't we all waiting for someone to save us? Like we can't save ourselves? Most times, it's a miracle if we can. What happens after this, you won't be able to shake. Are you sure you want to continue? If so, grab your running shoes, because you too are about to become an Ozark runner.
Woo! That was good. Who wrote that? That's so crazy. So that was the chapter Ozark Runner. And that happened. Yeah. Sleepwalking is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably the scariest chapter so far that we've had read
Yeah, it was pretty scary.
read to us.
Yeah. I don't know. Those flies were pretty scary.
Scarier than me sleepwalking.
Well,
trying
it
to
was
escape
it was
in the middle of the night.
Well, yeah, it was all scary. It was this house, Cozy Cottage, keeps getting scarier.
Yeah, so like sleepwalking now, like from that experience, is like my biggest fear. Like people, Sarah said the flies freaked me out. Like when you look it up, like people can literally like get in their car, sleepwalking, drive, eat, commit
nuts.
crimes.
That's just crazy.
Like there's been multiple people that have like literally committed murders.
Yeah, but how would they prove
while
that
they're
that's what happened?
sleepwalking?
That's the question. How would they prove that? I mean, somebody could say that's what they did, but that's not really what they did. So I'm not sure. If I was on the jury, I'd be going, I don't know. That sounds like a good excuse.
Wouldn't that be horrible if that happened?
That would be horrible, but how many people would decide to use that as an excuse?
Well, I don't know. Ooh, Sarah said, but the part where Mama Cash talked to your dad about what a ghost said that no one knew. We haven't done it yet, I don't think.
Yeah,
but,
no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, so, but that's crazy because that was an isolated incident. Like, oh fuck, I say that and then I sleepwalk.
Oh gosh.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
You better knock on the gargoyle. No, like, that was like an isolated incident. I think that was like, I kind of remember a little bit from that night. I remember like walking through the living room and like looking around me, like going like, what the fuck is going on?
A 4-year-old was saying, "What the fuck?"
I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, that you were saying that.
I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
That's
What
not good.
the fuck?
I don't know.
Young Jin says Mama Cash supremacy. That means like you're superior to everybody.
Oh, thank you.
I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Real mature for a 4-year-old. That's what Bree said. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I literally remember just like, it felt like something was leading me. And then after I was in the living room looking around, like, I don't remember anything after that. Like, I don't remember getting the chair, standing on it, trying to unlock the door. And like, what was crazy was that you, if you want to read some comments,
I can't really see him.
that you had like an intuition or something told you.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Get up and go out there.
And start running. Just get up and start running.
Yeah, because if you hadn't have done that, I could have literally escaped, and God knows what would have happened.
Yeah, because, yeah.
I could have been dead, run over, eaten by wolves.
Yeah, or those dogs.
Or lost in the woods.
Yeah. Well.
You don't want to elaborate on that anymore?
It was weird. It was weird. I just grabbed you up and took you back to bed, and then that was it.
That was it for my big girl room.
Yeah, that was it.
No, like, literally, and it was like, oh, the creepy woods. Stop spoiling. I don't want to read that part.
What?
She said the man in the woods. I guess I read it. Spoiler, there's a man in the woods! But yeah, like, that's so fucking terrifying. Like, could you imagine, like, even right now, if, like, I witnessed you sleepwalking, trying to get out the door.
Oh, yeah, that would be weird.
I'd be like, bye! Could you imagine? There's like rules of approaching a sleepwalker.
Really?
I don't know what they are, but
I don't know.
It would be pretty scary. I'd be like, Mom, what are you doing?
Oh, gosh.
That's so scary, man.
This sounds crazy, but all these stupid commercials they have on TV about side effects from medication, I'm surprised that's not one of them.
Sleepwalking?
Yeah. It's everything else.
Yeah, well, they say, could make you suicidal, homicidal. It should be homicidal while you sleepwalk.
Yeah. They don't want to put that on there, the sleepwalking, because, I don't know. It's just, now they'll add, somebody will watch this and go, we better add sleepwalking.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's like, this could cause demonic possession.
Oh, God.
Sleepwalking.
Oh.
Scabs.
I can't.
Itching.
That's why I don't like to watch TV with commercials. Because it's like, that's
What's
what
the
all
last
the
thing
commercials...
you even watched on TV?
I don't know, but I can't remember. But when
It's probably the Osbournes.
No. Chris Cuomo. We watched Chris Cuomo. I don't know if anybody likes him, but it's on the news. What's it called? News what?
What is it called?
Nation?
Yeah.
News Nation. And I like to watch Chris Cuomo. But anyway, the commercials are just like, oh, God, just knock it off.
The live was restricted.
Why?
It was probably because we said, we said unaliving
Oh, gosh.
They're such losers.
So what's it restricted?
Your life contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Violates the community. People are so rude.
Somebody turned you in?
I guess.
Well, there was a pharmaceutical person.
No, it's so stupid. It's like, should we not be able to talk about real shit on the podcast?
I guess
If
not.
you wanna see the uncensored. No, we're literally just talking.
It's $99.99 a month.
Yeah! No, we're gonna be uploading this podcast to the video podcast, in HD, 4K, crystal clear, on YouTube and Spotify, and, hopefully, once we get more into this, I will be able to get it up to Apple and all those other podcast places. I've just kind of been, focusing on the two avenues. Michael says, make a Patreon.
You know what, Michael? It's just like, I don't want to charge people money. I just don't want to.
Yunjin said, I want to ask Mama Cash, how was she as a child?
Oh, I'll tell you how I was as a child. My mother would always say, Sandra Colleen, do not argue politics or religion.
And that's what she spent her life doing.
And that's why I spent
Michael said, okay, charge everyone but me.
Yeah. It's like back in the day when you used to be able to watch TV for free. Back in the day. That's kind of like...
For free?
Back in the day when I was a kid...
Was cable free?
We didn't have cable when I was a kid. There were like 3
Didn't
channels.
you have a rock that people would draw on? And do
they had like 3 channels and they were free. TV was free until cable came along, and that was when I was,
TV was free
older.
Until cable came
and,
on.
It's like, this is what's cool about
Bree
this.
said, aren't those channels still free now? Yeah, I think if you got a satellite, you can get free channels.
Satellites cost money.
So you would just buy a TV, plug it in.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Didn't you have to, ride a bike maneuver?
No, you had...
But Samuel said they had shadow puppets.
No, it's true. You didn't.
So
you had 3 channels.
Antenna was in the TV?
Yeah, or you had an antenna that came out of the TV, but everybody got to watch the channels for free. There wasn't any
Bree
cable.
said if you get a smart TV, you get 40 channels for free.
Oh,
on Roku and stuff.
Oh, well, maybe we do now, but...
Michael said, Mama, don't go to the drive-in.
Exactly.
Did you ever?
And
And that's why my dad is Bill Murray.
No.
Did you ever go to the drive-in?
Not as a kid. I was being a good girl. I was listening to religion class.
So when you were an adult, you went to the drive-in?
With kids in the back seat.
Yun Jin said, what would Mama Cash tell to her 20-year-old self?
It's going to be a crazy ride, so get ready. Because my life has been crazy.
That's what you would say?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be like, no. I have a sentimental heart-to-heart?
No.
At 20?
I had a sentimental heart-to-heart. That was just the way I was because of the stuff that I'd been through.
Can you put your glasses down for a minute? Do you have mascara on?
Maybe not.
You don't have any eyeshadow on.
I put on eyeshadow. The spirits took my eyeshadow away.
It looks... You have not a stitch
Okay, that's
of
fine. I've got glasses on. Don't I look okay, you guys?
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. I thought that was kind of...
I put eyeshadow on.
Do it again. Very light.
That's okay.
Michael said, leave Mama alone.
Yeah, gosh. It's almost over, and now you're telling me I don't have any eyeshadow on? Thanks a lot.
Look at what
Thanks,
Sarah said.
Sarah. Thank you.
No, I think you look good.
Thanks. There you go.
That's something we do. We hold liquid in our mouth and talk. That's all you would say, is it's going to be a crazy ride.
It's going to be a crazy ride. And everything that you think is going to happen,
I know.
Not.
You know what? I would tell my 20-year-old self, you think it's bad now, it's just gonna get fucking worse.
Oh,
you better enjoy the fucking ride, you motherfucker.
oh my God, that's so mean.
I would say that. I go, you're acting like this shit's worse? Shit's gonna get horrible.
No, I think...
Leah said, ha ha ha, Presley. For real, I go, girl, chill out.
Yeah.
This shit's great right now. In a few years, you'll go get the shit kicked out of you. For real, I think...
everybody gets the shit kicked out of them
Yeah,
sooner or
like,
later.
when I was going to therapy.
And that would be another thing is, you know what? Everybody has it.
Yeah. It's like, when I was going to therapy, I was telling my therapist, I was like, it's like, I was talking the other day, and I was like, if you think something's bad now, just wait. It'll get worse.
Like, that therapist was weird because he said the reason why he was a therapist so he could feel normal. I think he was fired.
When are we going to stop being great for our age and just start being good? What? Great for our age?
You know how people go, oh, I'm great for my age. I can do the X, Y, or Z at this age. Yeah, exactly. Just go, it's good.
Lauren said, chill out. What you yelling for? Avril Lavigne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've blocked out a lot of me being 20. I don't even know what happened, but I think I would say, look, like, you need to take a look around and enjoy this because everything's going to be different.
I'm going to bring everybody down what I was doing at 20. No, because that's...
I'm going to pee my pants.
Okay, but
So do you want me to go to the bathroom? Or do you want to just stop the tape?
Okay, we can stop.
No. You tell your sad story, and I'll go to the bathroom.
I can't see anything.
That's okay.
No, the sad story is this. I guess I learned that at 20. Because at 20, my...
Wait.
It's not funny.
This is not funny. Did you hear me fart from right here all the way to the banister?
No, we didn't, but you sure told us about it.
It literally was like...
Oh my God, is this
all the way across the living room.
Is this a 20-minute bathroom break?
I hope not.
Okay.
One of my worst pet peeves in life is shitting. I hate to shit.
I don't want to eat.
Lauren said I heard it! Did you guys hear me shit my pants?
Well, now you're sitting on it, so...
I didn't shit my pants. Did you guys hear it?
Okay, let's get this going.
Sarah said I thought it was the ice maker. I literally farted from here all the way over there. It was like...
That's crazy.
Holy shit, okay.
Alright, let's get this done.
I shit my pants.
No, you didn't. Stop.
Can you believe everybody outroll the clip? They're gonna just play the clip.
It's gonna be on forever on Spotify. Oh.
Yeah, people are gonna just be like, yo, play it back.
And then they'll start doing TikToks to it.
You know what I used to say when I was little about farting? I go, is that your butt talking?
Yeah.
No, I'd say, my butt was talking.
Okay.
TikTok sound in the making.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, that's gonna be on the news tomorrow. Like, all this stuff is like, this feud with Carrie Underwood and Presley Cash. Next is gonna be, did you hear Presley Cash on her podcast shit her drawers when she was walking over to the banister? Ozark Runner, a new bass beat for every hit on the radio. It was literally, did you hear it, Mom?
I didn't.
It was literally like,
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. Go. Get going.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. Walk slow.
What?
I said walk slow
What?
so you don't make noise. Go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
That makes no sense.
Oh, it doesn't.
Slow?
I don't make sense. That's okay. I do not make sense. Everybody has to live every day like It could be your last. So, or anybody that you love, their last. Because you don't know. You don't know. It's just like you don't know when somebody's time is up. So it's like, ridiculous to sit there and go, oh, just didn't work out. Knock it off. You made it. Today you made it. I made it. We made it. And there you go. So, I learned this in my 20s. Yes, I know how that is because I was 20 when my mom, which was, I think I talked about it in the book, but my mom and I were very close, like Presley and I, but then she got sick and she died when I was 20, and I was there with her when she went into the coma. I was the only one there, and because everybody was we were on like shifts staying with her in the hospital, and it was during my shift that she went into the coma. But, it's just like, yeah, you learn that when you learn that. And my brother was only 13. And the sad part about my brother is my mom thought my brother, we were like 7.5 years apart, that he like walked on water because he was a baby, and but then when she died, he kind of blocked her out. He doesn't have a lot of memory about her. And that's the sad thing when you're really young. You don't have a lot of memory. I don't know if it's a sad thing or if it's a thing that protects people, to block things out. And, it could be that that's protection. And anyway, everybody needs to, and then when Ben died, it was like the phone rang. It was early in the morning. I answered the phone, and then, I find out that my son had died. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, that's horrible. And people take everything for granted. They think, you're going to be like, what? You're going to live to be 100 or whatever like that. Yeah, they do. Everybody takes everything for granted. And we have to live our life like it's our last day. And then, if you've lived your life like it's your last day and you do everything right, you're kind to people and stuff like that, you have nothing to be, regretful for. If you see the death's door over there, you go, well, I did everything that I was supposed to do and how I was supposed to do it on this day. And, well, then there you go. 8 hours later.
I wasn't in there that long.
No. I'm just kidding.
Did you not hear me shitting my britches on the way there?
Oh, no. I blocked you out.
Did you say anything?
No.
Controversial?
No.
10 decades later? Whew, okay. Hey,
Yeah.
buddy. Say hi. Say hi to the fans. Do you believe in ghosts? But he goes, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Tell us the big news. No!
What big news?
Remember when I was like, I have some big news, but I can't say right now.
Oh, yeah, no, not now.
No.
Okay, everybody, she's got to, do her stuff with this and get it up and all that stuff. Isn't that what you did last week? You got it on the thing? Yeah. Right?
Yeah!
Okay.
Michael's laughing at you.
Ha 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 ha, Michael.
Excuse me. So, yeah, we forgot to tell people in the beginning that we were Presley and Mama Cash, and we were Ozark runners. So we'll say that now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
My name is Presley Cash, and this is...
Mama Cash.
And we are...
Ozark Runners.
You did really great this time.
Thanks. All right.
Now we have to do, let me pick my nose. We have to go, see you on the other side.
Okay.
Ready?
All right.
1, 2. See you on the other side. That was good. Ole.